Oh, okay. I'm not gonna argue with it. Um, so the camp. I used to work at a Bible camp for a little while, and they had a pug there, and it was kind of the camp mascot. It was pretty great little dog, and Camille was just a puppy when we were there, and she did Camille kind of tortured that dog because that dog was quite old, and Camille was all full of energy and just like jumped over her and all jumped over him and all sorts of stuff, and she was super hyper back then. She's much less hyper now. She's fantastic. She was fantastic then. She's fantastic now. Just 100% fantastic. Right, Camille? Yeah. Your stomach's probably not going to feel the greatest after having a tiny piece of cookie and then that roast earlier, is it? That's not normal food for you. Ooh, favorite game. Currently or all time? Both. Okay, totally fair. Currently, I would probably say I still lean towards Guild Wars 2 being my current favorite. I think that's probably right. Um, there's so much to do in the game. The monetization is really fair. Um, the combat in it is fun. It's just really good game. Um, it's also been out for a long time, so I mean it's had years and years to build up content. I kind of like MMOs, so that kind of skews those results just a little bit. But all-time favorite game, that one's gonna be tough. Um, Man, okay. I don't know that I'm going to be able to come up with one single particular game that is like this is my favorite all time, but we can go through a few that are way up there in terms of how much I've enjoyed them. Um, so we're gonna say Destiny and Destiny 2. It's kind of lumped into one. Um, I've played so much of it. I've had so much fun in it. There are. It's not a perfect game. There's no such thing as a perfect game. Um, as long as this doesn't take me into a cutscene, I'm okay. Okay. But just the raids and things like that in that are so good. I can't leave it off the list of games that I like are just so good. Um, Assassin's Creed 2, just because like that game, I played through that game like so fast, and then went back and just played so much of that game. It really helped Assassin's Creed become something great. Like the first game was pretty good for the time, but it was so repetitive that what they did with 2 was just amazing in all reality. In the Assassin's Creed vein, since we're there, Black Flag. Black Flag goes way up on the list. I'm also gonna say, I'm gonna put one Call of Duty game in here. Black Ops 2. I'm gonna say Black Ops 2 is probably an all-time favorite. Let's see. I know I'm forgetting games. Oh, yeah, of course. Warframe. Warframe is way up the list in terms of games that I really enjoy. There are definitely times where that one would be like it would bounce back and forth between like that one and Guild Wars in all reality as to which one's my favorite at any given time currently. I'm gonna have to pull up my Steam here real quick and just look through my library. Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is also one of my all-time favorites. I think that is still, to this day, my favorite first-person shooter story of any game. First-person shooter story, Titanfall 2. Absolute favorite in that genre. And then I got to throw out one for VR games. 2 that are kind of just, I'm gonna put them as like, these are some of my favorite VR games. Pistol Whip and Moss are favorites for VR games. I think that's a pretty good list right there of favorite games. It's too hard to like choose an all-time favorite. But that's I don't know. That's my list. Also, I just noticed that you followed. Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. I didn't notice it when it came in. Sometimes I miss those. But just please know that it is appreciated. We're going to Mordona? Interesting. It's a lot of games. Hopefully you found one. Ooh. Okay. My favorite my favorite book is Ecclesiastes. Um, I know that one's a bit odd for some, but when you understand the concept that really what he's talking about is well, it was Solomon as an old man talking about how everything is meaningless, and what he's getting at in there is not that everything is actually meaningless, but that it's all meaningless without God. And then you have the person who kind of compiled the book and then added a little bit on the end to say, hey, you know, everything is meaningless without God, and that He should be our reason for going on and doing what we do and living our life. It's a really good book. And then let's see here. Do I have a favorite Bible story? As far as Bible stories, it would honestly probably be one of the Daniel stories. I mean, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. The fiery furnace is got to be way up there still. I mean, just the moment where they're looking down in there and they go, "Hey, didn't we throw 3 guys in? Why are there 4?" That moment is still just an absolutely spectacular moment. Okay. What about you? Do you have a favorite verse, chapter, story? That's totally fair. That's totally fair. Um, Honestly, usually we get on a little later than this. We usually start at like, well, what, like an hour and 15 minutes from now is normally our start time. But we've been streaming all day because of, Thanksgiving, Streamsgiving. Um, totally get it. You need to get some rest. Glad you were able to stop in. If you ever need prayer again, please do. I totally understand that. I do. We'll keep praying for her too. If just so you know, Flux, if you're gonna be there for just a second here, let me do something here real quick. That's a link to our Discord, Flux. That link's good for about a day. If you want to join us and just hang out sometime, feel free. It's one of those things where we've got a section in there for prayer requests and praises. So please, if you ever need prayer again, just pop in there. You can put it in there, or you can pop into the stream too. In terms of just in chat here. I will say that if you wanted to be in the voice chat, on chat with us, I've got kind of a rule that I'm gonna talk to that person off stream first, in terms of in voice chat before that. But I'm totally open to people being on stream. Like Hungry Ninja here, he's here, right? Or is he gone? Are you gone? He's still here. See?
Back.
So, yeah. Hope you decide to join us. Welcome. That quest is red. Why is that quest red?
Look at it and see what the quest is.
Oh, requires disciple of the land or hand. Disciples of the land or hand.
So it's a crafting one.
Yeah, but disciples of the land or hand, or disciples of the land or hand disciples of the land or I am so confused by that wording.
Required class / job. Disciples of the land or hand. Disciples of the land or hand level. So it's, you need that type of pass. You also need it to be level 50. Technically, it doesn't need to be worded quite that way, but
thank you.
Not be said that they tried to make things simple or anything. Have to avoid making it too simple. People might actually know what they're doing.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.